Hello, everybody. Welcome to this video about getting your mind from negative to positive. Today, I will share with you some insights I've gotten over the years and I use as a coach in my practice with people from all over the world through Zoom and, of course, also in the Netherlands where I live myself. My name is Trea Pluister and I'm a coach at the Coach Tree. Um, so let's start with some theory, and then at the end, I will do a few practices to help you get your mind really out of the negative mind chatter. So maybe you recognize this, the negative mind chatter. Many, so not all people have it. Some more, some less, but I guess almost everybody does recognize mind chatter. So what's it about? Well, when we are born, we really are a blank slate. And in the years, we get to know a lot of things. We learn. Of course, we learn. It's great that we learn. Otherwise, we would stay a little helpless child. And that helplessness, that is actually where the thing happens. As a little helpless child, you are dependent on your parents and you believe everything they say and they are good. And if they do something that makes you feel bad, you must think, I am bad. And it's not that they don't, that they want to do this, of course not, but everybody makes mistakes. I also do this with my kids. Sometimes I'm mad at them and then I say things that I regret later. Mostly not too bad, hopefully. But yeah, also I give my children things in their lives that they will have to cope with later on. And so will you probably. And all other people will if they have kids. But also teachers, your friends, your grandparents. They've all given you things in your brain that you have taken with you in your life to form this survival skill. And of course, our ancestors had needed survival skills to be able to survive the wild with the wild animals and to stay alive and to be able to get food on the table. In our world, that's less necessary because there are supermarkets and there are not so many lions and tigers in the street where I live. So we don't need these skills when we are grown up. But when we are children, we need things, we develop things that our mind tells us is necessary to do and to keep us safe. So what I did, for instance, was grow small, put myself in a little corner. I didn't trust that I could do anything. I thought I was stupid. But later in life, I still thought I couldn't do things. I still told myself, my mind told me that I could not do things, that others were better than me. Other people will shout more. There are different kinds of ways people develop to survive in this world. And it's okay as a child. It's great. You need that. But later on in life, it is possible to just go with the flow a little more. And it's not always necessary to get in that corner or to shout out if you don't get your way. So, what happens then is mind chatter. You are grown up, you are an adult, And your mind tells you things like, oh, you shouldn't do that, or you should work harder, or you're so stupid, but also about other people. Oh, why is he so obnoxious? Why does he always do things that way? Probably something I sometimes think about my husband. Well, then there is this solution to all of this. It's not something you can learn overnight, but it is something that will help you to start, get out of this mind chatter, get into your body. And that is the clue, actually. These are techniques I learned from um, positive intelligence, embodiment techniques, uh, the power of now, all kinds of books, all kinds of wonderful people who have thought about this for years. And I was so intrigued by it. I wanted to learn more, so I did. And now I use it in my coaching. So the starting point in this is, and I take this from positive intelligence mostly, but also from centering techniques in the embodiment course I did, to get your mind to quiet down and to get in your body. So pay attention to things in your body. For instance, my mind tells me something like, you are not good enough, you can't do this. I can stay there and stay there and stay there and lie awake and think, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I'm so stupid. And stay there and keep my mind focusing on what I can or cannot do. And in this case, cannot do. But what's the problem? The problem is this is pain. This is physical, not physical, this is emotional pain. And why should you stay with pain if you don't have to? If you pinch yourself and you feel pain, you will release. You don't keep on hurting yourself on purpose because you know pain is not good for you. And also with this emotional pain, it is not good for you. So why should you stay with the pain? The problem is, and this is why we stay with the pain, how to get out of it. So how to get out of it is like this. Tell your brain, right, you are right. I did something stupid. This could have been better. And this is enough. You've told me this. Now be quiet. You have to get away from this thinking. So, how to back up from this is to do a physical exercise. These are called centering techniques, PQ reps, whatever you call them. The matter is that it works. So please do this with me if you want. And then you will maybe get a feeling about what it is about. So the first thing I want to do with you is to do some breathing exercise. It's from meditation. Maybe you know it. It's not hard. It's really obvious, actually. Go with your attention to your breathing. Maybe put your hand on your belly if you want to. If you like, you can close your eyes, but you don't have to. So breathe into your belly and go with your attention to the rising and falling of your belly or stomach. Really feel the rising and falling of your belly or stomach. And you can breathe in your own pace. Just be there with your attention. Be there with your attention, and if your mind drifts off to your thoughts, please come back to the feeling of the rising and falling of your belly or stomach. So we can come back to the screen now. Maybe you've got a little feeling about this now already. We will do some more exercises in a minute. Maybe you went to your mind over and over again, thought about all kinds of things you hear, things you see. It's okay. It's the practice that helps. Keep practicing to go to that with your attention to your belly. And if you wander off to your thinking, come back to the feeling. The same is with the next exercise. I would like you to put your feet flat on the floor and feel where your feet touch the floor. Really be with your attention at your feet and the feeling of your feet on the floor. Can you feel the pressure? And where do you feel the pressure? Can you feel pressure on your toes? Do you feel the floor on every toe? Do you feel it on your heel? Or in the middle of your foot? Is the pressure on your left foot as hard as the pressure on your right foot? Where are your feet on the floor? And if your mind drifts off, just come back to the feeling of your feet touching the floor. So this has been, I think, about 15 seconds. That's enough. Maybe you get a feeling about what I mean with getting your attention from your mind chatter to your feelings in your body. So one more exercise, but this is not with feeling, this is with hearing. What is the furthest away sound you can hear right now? So go with your attention to what you can hear and listen to at the furthest away sound. Can you hear a car? Maybe birds? Now go with your attention to the closest sound you can hear. Maybe you can hear an animal in your room, the walking of a cat. Maybe you can hear yourself swallowing, rumbling in your belly. Maybe my voice is the closest sound you can hear. And if your mind wanders off, come back to what you can hear. Maybe you can hear your own breathing. So we can come back now. It's really been 15 seconds again, I think. So to do an exercise small like this, really easy and invisible for others to see, for 10 seconds or more, will help you to get from your mind chatter about what you can or cannot do, or maybe a saboteur saying to you that you're stupid or that you have failed and you should work harder. It's not true. There's an alarm system in your head, and it's enough to be alarmed, and then shut the chatter down. And the next step, which I won't go in today, is to get from this mind chatter, stopping of your mind chatter, to reacting with positive action, empathy, creativity, innovativeness, so you can go on with your life and you will be helped by the things you are alarmed about. So no longer stay with the emotion and the pain of this emotion, but get down to your body. And then after that, yeah, there's no time for me to do this. Go to the way of innovativeness, creativity, and work with this alarming system instead of let it hold you back. So I hope I have shown you a few things today that will help you in this process from getting your mind to from negative to positive, and that it will help you to be more happy in your life, because your mind will quiet down eventually if you keep doing these exercises. So thank you for watching, and hopefully until the next time,